What's going on, guys? Big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta. Today are you with T-Boy. We are back with more reviews for you guys. But in today's video, we actually are not sure if these are the legit reviews or not. So if you are not a part of this amazing Facebook group yet, you could be a part of it if you're a big Spike Brother fan. And on here, we have one of our founding members who actually found a leak, and in this leak we have the 3 Dudley cards that we could expect that we're getting from the new volume 2 clan selection box. So from the clan selection box we go to volume 2, and right here we have, of course, Spike Brothers, and we don't know anything yet about them. We already know that we have some of the reprints, being Commander Gary, Karen, Wonderboy, and Bracky. And then we have also the Art of Lucifer. That's all we know. But then, from these leaks, we could, maybe they are the right cards, maybe they are not. We are not sure. But if these are legit, then let me read them for you guys. If they are not, then so be it. The first card that gets revealed, whenever it legit gets revealed, then we would know for sure if these cards are legit or not. So we have Dudley William, Dudley Davy, and Dudley Lucifer. Of course, we already knew that we will get Dudley Lucifer, but again, we did not know what the skill is yet. So for their abilities, let's start with Dudley William. Again, I'm not sure if these cards are legit or not. And don't ask me if I think they are legit or not, because we would not know. It could be anything. We could get Dudleys, we could not get Dudleys. From their names, you would not know. From their skills, they seem legit. So again, I'm not sure. But yeah, Dudley William, Dudley Davy, Dudley Lucifer. Dudley William, by the name, it's a boy. And some people would say, huh, why did we get William as a name? Nah, it's not a Spike Brother unit. Well, it could be, because remember, guys, the normal Spike Brother units don't have a name in their name. Like, let's say we have a Spike Bouncer or a High Speed Bracky, Wonder Boy, but we don't really get a name in it. The only cards that really have names are the Dudleys, like Dudley Dan, like Dudley Lucifer, like Dudley Daisy, like Dudley Douglas. Those cards have names, although not all of them, because we also have Dudley Phantom, which Phantom is also not really a name, but we don't know. So we have Dudley William right here, which is a great one, 8k, I think 10k shield, and it has a rare guard ability that at the end of the battle it boosted, it could go to soul, and then you get the ability to move the markers. So it's a good ability. It's almost the same as the ability of Snapper Devil. It's actually a combination of Snapper Devil and Punter, but again, I don't know. That's why I have suspicions that these cards are not legit, but again, I don't know. So if this is the case, then it's almost the same as the Snapper Devil. The second ability is when you ride on the top of it, you make all this to a regular circle, which is almost the same effect as Punter. So it's Punter and Snapper Devil in one. And this is something that I was really not hoping for. It doesn't matter how good the effect is or how bad it is, I was really not hoping to get the skill that we already have got. I was hoping to get something that we have not got before. So I think if it's legit, it's an alright ability, because it gives you soul, it empties up rare guard circles, and it could move the markers. Sometimes with your Bull Spike, you will not be able to move the markers anymore because you don't have soul. And with this, you move the markers once by his ability, and then you have one more soul to move the markers yet again by Bull Spike ability. So it's a pretty good ability. Then we have the grade 2, which is Dudley Davy. Grade 2, a 10k, 5k shield, I assume, and it has on place ability on Vanguard and Vanguard. You count +1 and you search your deck for up to 1 card with Dudley in card name, not a grade 2, so it could not call itself, and you shuffle your deck. Well, this seems like an okay ability. Again, almost the same as Rona, because Rona could already call a grade 3, and this could also call a grade 3. Both of them cost a counterblast, both of them on Vanguard and Vanguard. So again, I don't know, not very new not creative, let's say. Again, if these are the right abilities. Then we have the second ability, which is once per turn, when a force marker is placed on the circle of this unit, you may soul charge 1. Another soul charging ability. When force marker moves to this unit's circle, you may soul charge 1. Interesting, I'd say. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting ability if you ask me. It's once per turn, but that's understandable. You could only move the markers once into the same unit. So why is it once per turn? I really don't know. I assume with the grade 1 you could still move the markers multiple times even after you attack, and you could get the soul charge out of it, but why would you? I mean, you are losing your grade 1. Again, I don't know. And I could not give you my complete thoughts yet because I don't want to waste your and my time, because we don't know if these are real or not. You do hear the word "I don't know" a lot in this video because I could not assume that these cards are real and talk now for hours and hours about them, and then they are not legit, and I would be like, why did I waste your time? So that's one of the reasons why I will just try to keep it yeah, very fast. Alright, then we have the grade 3 itself. So it's Dudley Lucifer. He has the ability when he's placed by your card ability, you may Soul Blast 1 to countercharge 1. Soul Blast to countercharge. Well, okay, we get 2 abilities that could soul charge, but why would they give us ability? He needs to be superior call. He has a Dudley in his name, and he needs to Soul Blast to counter charge. I don't know about that. I think that it's good because it's good to have a counter charger, and the only counter charger we have, actually 2 counter chargers in V. The grade 1, which also need to be superior called, and then you need to have no face-up cards in your G zone and your damage zone, and then you will be able to counter charge. So no face-up cards to counter charge, need to be superior called. I don't know, only works really good with Seafried, but no other card. And then we have, of course, the grade 0, which could go bye-bye and you get the counter charge, but again, grade 0, I don't know about that either. So for him to be able to give us a counter charge, that's already very good, because if you call this with the ability of Dudley Davy, you actually kind of called him for free. It only costs you a soul. But then you pretty much could get soul very easy back with the ability of Davy and William. And maybe you don't really need cards like Bull Spike in that deck if you go all out Dudleys, let's say. Then we have the second ability and the last ability for today. So he has a Vanguard ability. When attacks, you counter +1, you put one of your regulars into your soul, draw a card, call up to 1 card with Dudley from its card name from your hand, and then your Vanguard. If your opponent's Vanguard is a grade 3, that unit gets an extra 10k. Okay, random, your opponents need to be at grade 3 to get the extra 10k. I haven't heard that for a while for these abilities, but it could be legit because it's not the first time. Then we also have, I think we have a similar card in this set or last set that said the same thing. Power only if your opponent's finger is at grade 3. I just can't remember it at the top of my head, but I know that there was one. And then the first ability is, or the ability is very similar to the original ability of Lucifer. So again, not creative at all. But is it good? Yes, it's actually very good. Is it good only in the Dudley deck? No, not necessary. It could be also good in the Rising deck. Why? Because you could very easily play 4 Lucifer and 4 Davy in your Rising deck, and you will still be good to go. Because if you combine Lucifer with Davy, you could go to Davy as a right target or call her, then you could activate the ability by counterblasting 1, you get your Lucifer, you Soul Blast 1, you get the counter charge back, and then when you go into your Rising, you will use your Lucifer, and when you attack, you will just draw a card, and if you have a Dudley in your hand, you will call it. If it's a Lucifer, you get the counter charge. If it's a Davy, you could call even 1 more card from your deck, which could be another Lucifer. So you make multiple attacks, right? So you will be able to make 5 attacks instead of 4, and if you have the promo, you could even make 6 attacks in one turn. Again, a very nice ability if you think about it. It's definitely not bad. I don't know why some people are saying they are not satisfied by this ability, it's not good enough, but it's actually very, very Dudley-like. The abilities are very Dudley-like, but I still am not convinced that they are legit. Alright, so we're not continuing to talk about this because again we're not sure. Whenever we get the first reveal for Spike Brothers, and if it's very similar to William, then we will know that it's real. If it's not, then we could forget all of these units. Maybe this is something that somebody thought I should just made. And why do these skills feel like they are made? Because these skills already exist in Spike Brothers. As I said, William ability, when you ride on top of it, you call it to Vanguard. We're already seen that. That's Spinter. You could move the markers. We have already seen that. Does Snapper Devil. Then we have Dudley Davy, the first ability. Very similar to the ability of Rona. And then we have the second ability. When you move the force markers to this unit, you could soul charge. We have seen that multiple times, like units that get power whenever they are chilling on a force marker. That's interesting, it's a new. Why the counter charge is really that good? Well, it could move very good, especially in any deck that uses soul, especially in a rising deck with Volt Spike. This unit will just be good by itself. Then we have Lucifer ability, again, almost the same as his old ability. You call it Dudley, you give it power, and you do that in the battle phase. But now you get to draw. But being able to call a Dudley is very good, or being able to call during the battle phase is really good, because it would mean you could make another attack, and with that unit that you call, if it could call as well, you make even one more attack. So again, it's really, really good. Alright guys, thank you all for watching, thank you for tuning in on our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, try to subscribe and like and comment. And also, let us know if you think that if these cards are legit or not. If you ask me, I'm not sold 100%, but I think maybe 50-50, so 50% of me thinks, well, these abilities look very legit and sound very legit, nothing crazy about them. But on the other hand, I think, I actually expected not better, but different. I expected different skills, but these skills are good. They are really, really good, but they're not broken and they are not bad. They are just good, that you could make the best of it, and you will have a different rising build. Again, that's it for us. That's it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for tuning in our channel. Until next time.